Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Mizuho Week Ahead. I'm Jingwen, market economist at Mizuho Bank. This week's theme is deals, dots, and doubts. Last week, the signing of the US-Iran MOU came into force. Talks that was slated to begin on Friday in Switzerland were delayed after heavy fighting between Israel and Hezbollah in southern Lebanon prompted Iran to postpone the talks. Even though Iran's military declared Hormuz closed on Saturday, citing a ceasefire breach, US said that merchant ships and oil continued to transit through Hormuz without disruption, and high-level talks between US and Iran officially commenced on Sunday. The increase in oil prices remained contained for now, with Brent crude trading at US $81 per barrel, likely due to continued flows of oil through Hormuz and the resumption of crude loading from Iran's Kursk Island following the lifting of the US blockade. On the macro front, the FOMC held rates at Kevin Warsh's first meeting as chair. The dot plot showed a notable divergence with a hawkish tilt, with 8 members keeping rates on hold and 9 members expecting at least one hike. This tilt is reinforced by an upward revision in core PCE inflation projections. Notably, Warsh did not submit a dot for the dot plot. Coupled with the brevity of the FOMC statement and the announcement of 5 task forces point to a reform agenda ahead, signaling the start of a new era as we had flagged. In Asia, the BOJ delivered a widely expected 25 pip hike in a 7-1 vote and will pause the tapering of JGB purchases from April 2027. Nonetheless, Deputy Governor Uchida's measured post-meeting tone left USTUs in the driving seat, aiding yen bears. The RBA held rates as widely expected, though an August hike is still on the table, as the statement highlights a clear willingness to tighten, which would hinge on the jobs and inflation print next week. In Southeast Asia, both BSP and BI hiked rates by 25 bp as expected, with policy tightening set to continue, but for different reasons. With BSP expecting inflation to remain above its target until 2027, we anticipate at least another 50 bp of rate hikes by end 2026. Meanwhile, Indonesia remains in a tightening cycle primarily to stabilize the rupiah. Although external headwinds have eased, domestic vulnerabilities persist, and the Fed's hawkish tilt is likely to require BI to maintain its tightening bias. For the week ahead, markets will be watching for progress in the talks between US and Iran despite a bumpy start, along with traffic and tanker flows through Hormuz. On the data front, US PCE inflation data will be closely scrutinized, and any upside inflation will reinforce Fed's hawkish tilt. In Asia, the Bank of Thailand is expected to hold rates with soft domestic demand, moderating inflation and weak tourist arrivals, providing little impetus to tighten. All in, the US-Iran MOU represents a step towards de-escalation, but this is certainly no resolution to long-standing US-Iran issues that include denuclearization and sanctions that have defied settlements for decades. Crucially, it also requires Israel's cooperation in standing down towards Hezbollah that remain a key obstacle. In EM Asia FX, while the region may continue to see some relief from more subdued oil prices, gains are likely to remain limited given Fed's hawkish tilt. For more information, please refer to our Week Ahead publication or contact your respective sales desk and RMs. And for regular notifications on our market views, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button. Thank you.